G'day, it's Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd do a quick video on a new acquisition, bit of a project, a AU2 XR6. Pretty rare because it's a 5-speed manual. It's got the VCT engine. It's also got the independent rear suspension and the Tickford wheels and 172 kilowatts. So yeah, it's a pretty cool car. So as I mentioned, a friend of mine, son's mate had this car and said that you know, it's a while back now, but just said it's available for sale. It was going to be made into a drift car. It's had the carpet removed and you know, some of the headlining and some of the trim and that sort of stuff, and it was going to be made into a drift car. I thought, oh, that's a terrible shame, what a waste. Paint's faded, it's a couple of dents here and there, but you know, it's a pretty rare beast, an XR6, 5-speed manual, as I said, 172 kilowatts of power. It's got the really nice Tickford wheels on it, and most of these were automatics, and so I guess having a 5-speed manual, it's quite good to drive, and it's got the slotted rotors on the disc brakes, front and rear. It's got the independent rear suspension I mentioned before. The VCT engine. So yeah, it's pretty nicely spec'd actually. It's probably showing up on camera better than what it is in terms of paint. The paint's faded. It's original, but it's faded. So my plan is just using it as a bit of a get-around car. And I've been driving the Mazda 6, so my wife's driving that at the moment because a tree fell on a Peugeot. So these things happen. So yeah, decided to get this out, get it registered, transferred across, and yeah, just using this car as my transport at the moment. So it's really cool. I actually really enjoy driving. It's got a sports exhaust, but it's one of those tasteful one. It sounds quite good. It's quite deep and throaty without being too loud, and it's got really good power. Handles well, goes well, stops well. Really everything you could ask for. There's a few things I need to sort out, like this crack here on the tail light. That needs to be sorted. I've made a list of all the things I need, taken photos, and the plan is to go to the wreckers and buy that stuff and just slowly do it up. Apart from the VCT engine, I'll show you that in a second, the option of the independent rear suspension is quite unusual, and it's a really good rear suspension. It was actually better than the BABF. This is more like the Jaguar IRS. It's a more expensive version, I guess, of the independent rear suspension, so the car handles really well. I really like the wheels on it, and interior's got some mismatched seats in it, but they're still XR seats, and again, I'll go to the wreckers and just buy what I need. I like the frontal treatment of the XR. And one thing I would say about this, which I didn't realise, is that the normal AUs have a polycarbonate, i.e. plastic headlights, but these are actually glass, which is pretty cool, or at least the outside ones are. I think the inside ones are too, but that's nice. They don't go yellow with age, which is a problem you always get with plastic headlights, which I don't really like, all in the name of saving weight. Also got the Tickford instruments here, pretty comprehensive. You know, oil pressure, the ammeter for battery health, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, tacho, 240k speedo. You can see there 362 Ks, 1000 Ks on the car. It's got heaps of miles on it, but I tell you what, it runs really well, doesn't blow any smoke, and doesn't seem to use oil. So it's yeah, it's a terrific car. Here's the mighty engine, VCT Intech. So 4-litre 6-cylinder, 24 valve. Yeah, quite highly spec'd really. Iron block, but apart from that, you know, quite highly spec'd. The variable cam timing, which is what the VCT stands for, and 172 kilowatts of power. And I don't know, they look like extractors to me on the car, but they certainly, or headers, they sound good. And yeah, it performs really well. You can also see there the slotted rotors, or I don't know if you can, yeah you can, just to aid with cooling. So there you have it. AU2 XR6 5-speed manual, VCT, independent rear suspension. It's also got a limited slip diff, I forgot to mention that. Tickford wheels, Tickford instruments as well. It's yeah, really great package. So thanks very much for watching, and please give the old XR6 a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out the Falcon history episodes I've been doing from XK. We're up to XE at the moment. It's the latest episode. And follow along on the channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye.